This was inspired by an article that Amy gave me to read.
How does the saying go? When God closes a door, he opens a window. So I guess I'll be climbing through that shit. See, I'm tired of being mediocre because I want to be the best. And I don't want to work because I'm lazy. And I just don't want one girl because I want all the bitches. See, Blizz is not your round the way kind of nigga. You'd figure that I'd be an illiterate gangbanging rapper. And 3 years ago, you would have been right. See, I lived right in the middle of the South Bronx and wasn't raised around the right people. I grew up thinking that right was wrong and wrong was right. Red bandanas hanging out of my right pocket, and the only white people I knew were either on TV or putting me in handcuffs. I was like, man, fuck the world because the world never gave a fuck about me. My life would be better off without me. I couldn't go a day without weed. I was struggling to move forward, but my knees were on backwards, so every one step was one step back, giving colleges one less black man to educate because my ignorance helped separate me from my intelligence. Making thinking irrelevant, making my life a Nike slogan because whenever I had a chance to do something stupid, I'd just do it. No hesitation, so there was no separating me from the lifestyle that I didn't want. Scars being flaunted like tattoos, attitudes like sneezes, because if you were irritating me, they were coming at you. God blesses those who deserve it, and the only thing that I deserve were the words, "You have the right to remain silent." And since I was failing, I felt I had the right to remain violent so that everyone could feel the pain that I felt, self-educating myself in the school of hard knocks, passing accomplishments' door just to knock on failures. Glorifying myself while I was horrifying others, ensuring that my brother's life would be just as fucked up as mine because at the time, I didn't know that I was a role model. My mind is full of poison like Coke bottles, red over brown like Coke bottles and flesh wounds. You think you understand where I'm coming from, except you didn't live this life. See, I'm living like they did in gangster movies. No good women, just gangster groupies, sucking any dick with a bandana around it, fucking any nigga with a bandana around his head, and a bed in his mama's house where being popular was all about how many blunts you smoked or how many punks you poked, living with the city in one hand and a noose in the other, seeing through closed eyelids, visions of Tupac on the cross, lost in transition. So I started spitting and I started getting what a black man was. See, I grew up a walking stereotype and ended up a public speaker like a stereo, expressing my expressions in surround sound, being seen in HD, making my hood hate me for leaving them, hating me for seeing them through the eyes of a nigga who didn't want to move pies no more, hating me because I grew up and found out that there was a whole world beyond the block, and cops won't really fuck with you unless you give them a reason to. Springs in my step, and now I rep phenomenal writers, spending time with spitters and phenomenal ciphers. I stopped getting around like a HOE, sat down and got myself a JOB. Now wherever there's poetry, they know me. Girls who didn't pay attention are acting like they know me. See, they see a dick. See, they see a D-I-C-K that might be going other places than other faces and are dealing with other cases that don't involve a court system. Listen to every word that are coming out of my mouth. Fuck being locked up. This bullshit needs to stop now because you'll never be locked out, because every time God closes a door, he opens a window. So why don't you just let yourself in?